Welcome, everybody. It's great to see so many people interested on this call. We got almost 100 folks, which is great, and people keep joining every minute, so I'm sure we're going to break 100 yet. We're at 99 folks. It's glad to see so many people on and interested in this campaign, although I will say we got, I think in the drug division, we got like 4,500 members. So, oh, there we just broke 100. On the call. So, and there's still some in the waiting room getting in. But it is great to see so many interested folks. So there's a bunch more now in the waiting room coming in. So now we're at 104. Anyway, it is 6:36. So we are going to get started with the call. So the first thing is just a little bit of introductions as to who's here on the call today. You already met DJ Maricruz, who is helping out a lot with the drug campaign. You'll hear from her a little bit later, and Armando. We've got Darren. I'm just going to talk about the people who are speaking. We got because we got the whole Rite Aid bargaining committee. It's going to be introduced tonight, which is great. Welcome to all of them. We got Darren Verastiki, union rep. We got Michelle Lawrence from our developmental team. We have Jeff Hall from the CVS bargaining committee. We have got Margaret Holguin from the CVS bargaining committee, and Bertha Rodriguez from Comms, who's going to talk, and Darlene Inzunza, hope I said that right, from the CVS bargaining committee. And I hope I'm not missing anyone. Those are all the people who are going to speak. And the things that we are going to be talking about tonight are an update on CVS bargaining, as well as an update on how we're doing on getting everybody's updated contact information and why that's important. I know some of you know we've been having rosters going around the stores trying to ask for people's updated information. We're going to talk about the importance of that and where we are, as well as the launch of a very important solidarity action amongst our CVS members, which is related to the update about negotiations with them. And then, you know, the beginnings, introducing the Rite Aid bargaining committee and the beginnings of bargaining with them. And then we will have an open, it's like open mic, I guess, time for questions and comments from members. So I just want to say before we get started, how exciting it is to have these member bargaining committees and these really active members in these campaigns. For a couple of years, we've been working towards having more member-run campaigns. We know from much research and experience that campaigns are only successful when you have large majorities of members involved. So the LA teachers strike and other campaigns that we've seen, you know, Black Lives Matter and other campaigns that we've seen around the country that are successful are generally large majorities of folks getting out in the street, getting active, and making their voices heard. You know, as the song said, all we need is a little bit of respect. And what we've learned throughout this pandemic is that these companies care about profits, but they definitely don't respect their members. So we need to have member activism. As folks know, those cities where members got very, very active are the ones that passed hazard pay. So we're really looking for member activism. And I'm really glad to be able to say we've got some active members on these campaigns, and that I'm going to turn it over to them actually to lead this call, because you know what, it's your union, it's your contract, it's your lives. So I'm going to turn this over to first the CVS bargaining committee, Jeff Hall, who's going to give the negotiation update.
Thanks, folks. I appreciate the opportunity to be part of this committee and to participate in the call. We have been meeting with CVS for almost a month now. Negotiations started on the 14th of May, and so far all CVS has done is stall. We've gotten basically nowhere with any of the talking points. When we offer them something, they seem to pull 3 things back. Even when even when we feel like we've made progress, they then seem to pull it off the table. They are proposing significant takeaways. They want to they want to lower full-time pay, full-time hours from 40 hours a week to 30 hours a week. They want to cut your paycheck by 25%. This despite the fact that this company made record profits last year. They made $7.9 billion in profits, but they still think that you need to only work 30 hours a week. They want to eliminate seniority for part-time workers, so you don't have the benefits of getting first shifts. Honestly, it's been a frustrating experience seeing what little they are offering us, which has been nothing. And just remember that if we're going to get a contract that is going to benefit all of us who kept their stores open during the pandemic, who led them to getting record profits, we are all in this together. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. The very good update about what's been going on in CVS negotiations. It has been, I've done a lot of negotiations in my career, and I can just say that this has been really particularly frustrating. So I can understand why Jeff is extremely frustrated. It's been really, really frustrating to deal with this company. They are really like, all the negotiations are like talking in a circle with them. So we've got a lot of work to do in this campaign. And so a little bit later in this call, we're going to talk about some of what we got to do to get this company moving. But first, we want to introduce our Rite Aid Bargaining Committee, and I'm going to turn it over to Michelle Lawrence to take care of that.
Welcome, everyone. Let's welcome the Rite Aid Bargaining Committee. Barbara, can you give us your store, your city, and how many years you've been with the company? Barbara, hit mute. I mean, not mute. Pound and number 6.
Star 6.
Star 6. Barbara Bell.
Hello?
Yes.
I'm at 5514 in San Pedro. I started in 2005.
Okay. Do we have, welcome, Barbara. Do we have
Thank
Jessica?
you.
Okay, moving on. Monica?
Hi.
Hello, Monica. Can you give us your store number and the city and how many years you've been with the company?
Yeah, my store number is 5462. I'm in Beverly Hills, and I've been for the company for almost 8 years now.
Welcome, welcome. Next on the list is LaTanya.
Hello.
Hi, LaTanya. Can you give us your store number and the city and the years you've been with the company?
I'm in Los Angeles, Rite Aid 5455. I have been employed for 34 years.
Wow.
You've been here a while, so you know all the little bargaining stuff that goes on, huh?
Oh, yes.
Okay, Donna.
I'm at Rite Aid 586 in Santa Maria, and I've been there 20 years.
Okay, I am sorry. There's 2 Donnas on here.
Oh.
Are we talking about Donaldson?
No. Okay. Sorry. Okay, next we have Joyce. Can you give us your store number, city, and how many years you've been with your company?
Hi, I'm Joyce. Store 5782 in Port Hueneme, and I've been there for 33 years.
Thank
And
you.
just by the way, Joyce, is also and executive board member on the executive board of the union, just so folks know that.
Yes. Okay, next on our list is Mary Sanchez.
Hi, I'm Mary from Store 5450 Highland Park. I worked for Rite Aid for 20 years.
Thank you. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you.
Raimundo.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Raimundo. I'm new to the whole bargaining committee, and I'm super excited of the changes that we're going to make this year. I work for Store 5526 up in Altadena, and I've been with the company for 15 years.
Welcome. Heidi. Heidi Sharif.
Yeah, Heidi has to press *6. She's called in. She's not on Zoom. So,
okay.
Can you press *6 on your phone, Heidi, like you did before?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Heidi Sharifi. I've been working for Rite Aid 5535, and I've been there for 29 years.
Thank you, Heidi.
You're welcome.
And that's in Pasadena.
Pasadena, City of Pasadena.
Jenny?
It's Janai.
Janai.
Hi. I'm from 5833 Pismo Beach. I've been with the company 10 years.
Welcome.
Thanks.
And Julio. Can you mute your phone if you're not speaking, please? Julio? Okay, Veronica? Okay. Well, Rite Aid contracts expire on July 17, 2021, and we're waiting on the dates from the company, and we've been notified and we're ready to meet. So let's get on to our next agenda, drugstore roster by Margaret Hoagland.
Margaret, are you on?
Darren. Go ahead,
Oh.
Darren.
So I'm Margaret's rep, but I really feel like she's the rep and I'm the steward. And we have a wonderful opportunity where you guys can get almost real-time instantaneous updates from the negotiating committee, and they are your co-workers, not myself as a rep or the other union representatives. So you can listen to them. Information is power. It makes us stronger if we all get it quickly. I was going to talk about when I used to walk 5 miles in the snow to the stores to give you guys, handouts, but that always took a long time. So Margaret's going to tell you how it's done.
Hi, so I'm Margaret Hoagland. I'm CVS store 9680 in Arcadia. And I'm here to talk about making sure we update our rosters. The reason being the company, they're not going to give an inch. The only way that we are going to get a decent, good contract is if we're all united. They're going to be watching us. They're going to be wondering what they can get away with. And the only way that this company is going to listen is if they understand that the workers are not going to stand for it. $7 billion profit in 2020 on our backs. On our backs. This company wouldn't have nothing if it wasn't for us. The least they could do is give us decent pay, decent benefits, good health care, the necessities that we need in life. And the best way to do that is to make sure that we have all your updated information, make sure your rosters are filled out so that we can give you guys updates. They're going to fill us out. I know we're going to have to do campaigns. And all you CVS people know the company's weaknesses, right? Their customer service, their reputation, their public image, all that stuff we know. That is their weakness. If they see us rallying, if they see us, petitioning, if they see us wearing the buttons, if they see us talking to the customers, it's going to freak them out because they've never been challenged. They've never been challenged, and we need to challenge them, because if we don't unite, we are not going to get a good contract. The company will literally suck every inch of blood, sweat, and tears that we have to give, and they will walk away and laugh all the way to the bank. So I'm just, we need to stand together. We need to make sure that, we show the company a strong force, and we need to not let them get away with this, because if it wasn't for us, they would not have nothing. We are what make them rich. So they need to at least give us what we need to live. So if so far only 37% of stores have turned in their rosters. We need 100% completion. And we did talk amongst ourselves, in the union won't be sending you every little text about every little thing. During these negotiations, we'll make sure we send you guys, updates. We need to get more people on these calls so they know what's going on and what they can do to change things in their stores. Because trust me, they're going to be asking the managers how their people are looking. If the manager says, they don't care, they're weak, they're not going to do nothing, then that's going to go up high. And guess what? No health benefits, no raise. You're going to cut your hours. So we all need to show a united front in every store. And I already committed myself to all the stores in my area to go visit and make sure, everything is updated. So the first and only thing we can do right now is make sure you reach out to your rep, make sure your information is updated, make sure we have your email and your text messages, your text message information, so that we can update you guys on what's going on. So yeah, we need to show a strong front. The company only cares about dollars. We need to make sure, you need to care about us, because we're the ones who make you those dollars. And if we do not do that, they will suck every inch of blood that we have. So if we want a good contract, we need to show we're united and we're all in this together. So update those rosters. Thank you.
That's right. Update those rosters. Information is power. We can get you the information as quickly as possible if we have your correct cell phone and email. And now we're going to get a communications update from Bertha Rodriguez.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight, this evening. So I just wanted to talk to you about the importance of the communication, person-to-person communication with the reps. But the other thing that I wanted to stress out is the importance of the information and communication that is going to go from the bargaining committee members to all of you via hassles or text messages. Also, we're going to be updating the website, and the bargaining committee members of the CVS committee, they decided to start doing updates, but via video, which I think is great, because video is a powerful tool for everybody to communicate. It's easy to just click on the video and have the messenger deliver their messages. And so we started with the CVS bargaining committee recording some videos. And at the end of my presentation, I'm going to share a link to where everybody can go and upload their own videos. And the first message that we are going to be sharing is about the importance of members to stand together to win a better contract. And so we are working in coordination with other locals to be able to have a coordinated message to make sure that we all as CVS workers have the same messaging. And so we're going to be launching a Facebook page next Monday. And the content that I'm talking about, the videos, are going to be the first materials that we're going to be sharing. And I like you to keep in mind that as frontline workers, you're going to be sometimes the messengers, and also you need to pass on the message to your coworkers. So sometimes the media also might want to hear from you, because you are the ones who are on the front lines and who are experiencing all the situations in the store. So we are going to be working together with the bargaining committee and also in your workplaces. So I wanted to share some of the videos that we started collecting, and I just wanted to mention that this same process we're going to follow with the Rite Aid workers. So in the future, we're going to be also having those videos. So I like to go ahead and share my screen if that's possible, to be able to show you a couple of things real quick. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
So the other thing that we've been doing with the coalition with the other locals, we designed this logo of the campaign. I hope you guys like it. We all the locals made kind of small suggestions, but this is the logo that we're going to be using. Every local can make like slight edits, or if they want to modify a little bit, it's fine. But I think that for the most part, this is the logo that we're going to be using for the campaign. And now I like to share with you one of the videos that we.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Can you make your screen bigger, Bertha, so everyone can see it better?
Yes.
Having more workers and more staff to come back here and fulfill the duties back here in the back of the pharmacy, filling prescriptions, answering the cell phones, running to the bathroom, numerous of things back here we just don't have the staffing for. And if you care about our patients, you will create the staff for us, period.
So that's one of the videos. The other video, we have a short one because, okay, I'll share that one.
We need to stand together for a contract, because with the wages that I make, I cannot have health insurance. If I would have health insurance, I don't make enough to pay my bills. I have medical safety. For instance, if you turn around, you'll see the checkpoint. Someone came in and was a little deranged and broke that. He was angry because one of my coworkers asked him to leave. Had he attacked one of us, we would have no security to come and help us. So safety is very important.
So these are the two examples that I wanted to share with you all. It's very important to have the message brief and to the point, and also
Hello.
being in a place where there is no noise. I'm gonna be sharing the link to, where you can share the videos, and also the instructions on how to get the quality video. And so for now, this is the thing that I wanted to share with you all.
Hello.
So I just want to say we're going to take questions in a little bit. So I think it's non-log. You're interrupting someone who's speaking. So if you just wait a minute, we'll be getting to questions and we'll call on you. So your hand is up. Thank you. Is that everything, Bertha?
For now, I think that, as I mentioned, there's like, we're meeting with a coalition with the other locals, and we're gonna keep updating the members, and hopefully I can hear and start receiving. The other project was for members to share a quote, like a very brief quote with them saying why it is important to fight and win this contract campaign. And also I'm going to be asking, we're working with the reps to get some photos in the stores. So those are some of the things that we're working on for now with the members.
Okay, great. Thanks, Bertha. The communications plan is such an important part of a campaign. So we appreciate all the work that you're doing, Bertha, with the members to get these videos and stuff out. We have not started our media campaign yet, but this is important for folks to share their own perspective so that when we do start speaking to the media, we, you know, we have the members' perspective about the campaign to go forward to the media. So those were good examples that you shared, and everyone can make a video about why this campaign is important. And it's the perspective of the people that actually work at the store that matters. So, I mean, I could make all the videos I want, but I don't work at CVS and I don't work at Rite Aid. So great to get the members' perspective on those videos. We talked about why it's important for everybody to stick together, why it's important for us to have everybody's information so that everybody can stay up to date. And that is solidarity. But, you know, solidarity, unity, that everybody's sticking together to fight for the goals of this campaign. And the way that we show that solidarity, or the way you as the workers show that solidarity, is through various actions. And I am going to turn it over to Darlene Nzuza, another CVS bargaining committee member, and her rep, Armando, who are going to talk about the next activity that CVS is going to be doing to show solidarity and to push CVS to get going in these negotiations. So Darlene and Armando.
Hi, everyone. My name is Darlene Insunza. I'm part of the CVS Bargaining Committee, Store 9212 for CVS. Starting tomorrow, all the UFCW local unions in California are starting to collect signatures for a petition. And this petition in particular is important to show our solidarity because it shows the unity and how strong we are in numbers. We need to hold up to our end. So our goal is to collect at least 75% of signatures from all our coworkers in each and every single store. But personally, I feel that we should aim for 100% because, like I said, there is power in numbers. And the only way that we're going to be able to show CVS our power is by taking our power back and standing up for ourselves. Getting everyone to sign will also show that we're behind our goals and we're standing firm.
Hello. Hello.
For those that are on the call and can't see the petition, this is exactly what it says and what you will be having your coworkers fill out and sign. So it says,
I'm just going to say,
negotiations between CVS and its coworkers are underway. It's time for CVS management to show its appreciation for all of the hard work and health risks that CVS workers have taken during the pandemic. But instead of recognizing the worker sacrifices, CVS.
Hey, Darlene. Darlene, can you hear me? It's Armando.
Yes.
I'm going to read it just
Yeah.
because your internet just a little bit spotty. Sorry. All right. So I'll go ahead and read it again. Okay. So hi, everybody. Armando. So the CVS petition is going to say this. We're going to launch this tomorrow. Negotiations between CVS and its workers are underway. It's time for CVS management to show its appreciation.
Hey, yeah.
For all the
Okay,
hard
I'm
work
sorry.
and
Yeah,
health risks that CVS workers have taken during the pandemic. But instead of recognizing the workers' sacrifices, CVS is proposing to reduce pay and take away benefits. Totally unacceptable. Thousands of CVS workers from UFCW locals across California are standing together. CVS workers are essential, have been on the front lines of the pandemic, taking all the risks to provide our communities while CVS and its CEOs have raked in huge profits. CVS made almost $8 billion in profits, and its CEO pulled in a salary of over $36 million in 2020 alone. Now it's time for CVS to take care of its workers and the community. CVS workers standing together for higher wages, better staffing, improved safety standards, better store and worker security, and of course, fair and affordable family healthcare. Everybody got that? All right. So I just want to talk briefly about how we're going to roll this out, right? So I know everybody here, okay, in these little windows, you guys are going to be signing these petitions. I get that. All right, we get that. Okay, and you guys know which of your coworkers also going to sign it. Okay, you guys have a good idea. You guys are in your stores, you guys see what's going on. But you have some coworkers who are going to give you some pushback. You have some coworkers who are going to fight you. You have some coworkers who are not going to believe. Okay, and I just want you to take away a couple of things. All right, one of the questions you will face, all right, and from some of your coworkers will be, what will signing this petition actually do? Because you know what? I don't think it's going to do anything. My answer to this is this. When you try for nothing, you will get nothing guaranteed every single time. Never forget that, okay? And I want you guys to think about and have your coworkers think about what happened last year during this pandemic when the pandemic hit. Did these companies give you guys your PPE freely? No. Did they give you guys bonuses freely? No. All right, they were not protecting you. They were not giving you guys plexiglass. You guys had to say something. All right, the union, you guys, we had to fight through legislation to get a lot of things in place in these stores. Okay, the company is not going to give you anything for free. All right, unless you guys stand together and demand it. And you guys got to really, really put that into your coworkers' heads so they can really understand that piece. All right. The other thing is, and I hear this a lot too, is I don't want to get in trouble with the company by signing this petition. All right. First and foremost, retaliation is illegal. Okay. They cannot do that. All right. And if that happens, you reach out to the steward. All right. If you don't have a steward, you reach out to a leader. And of course, always reach out to your rep. All right. They need to be aware of this, of what's going on. Okay. The other thing is, do companies ever, do companies pick on workers who stand up for each other or the workers who are quiet and who are weak? They're going to pick on the weak. All right. And that's why it's really important for you guys to stand together, show one solid front against this company. Okay. Makes it very difficult for them to try to pick on you guys. All right. And you have some workers who are going to say, you know what? I don't want to sign this because I want to get promoted maybe. Fine. If you're busting your butt, being on time, and showing the company that you can do it, they'd be stupid not to promote you. And if they don't, just because you signed a petition, do you really want to be part of a company who's going to pick on you like that? All right. So think about that stuff right there. All right. So with that said, I'm going to pass it off to DJ Maricruz. It's all you.
All right, thanks guys. So I'm Maricruz. I'm one of the union reps or field staff here at 770. And recently I've been working with a group of the development team and a group of Spurs. So for those of you that don't know, Spurs are members just like yourselves. They're special projects union representatives is what the name Spurs stands for, if anyone was guessing. And the Spurs, the members that are out as Spurs now actually just went through an organizing class where they really, I think, dedicated 8 weeks, took these classes to make sure that we sharpen our skills on how to get more people participating and get more communication going on in those stores so we can do everything that was just talked about, right? CVS really is coming at us really hard. They want to make these terrible changes, right? Cutting 25% of your time at the store, like the minimum guarantee from 40 to 30, all of that is unacceptable, and it's only going to get registered to them loud and clear if people stand up. So in order for us to be able to do that, we're adding some extra help. And so we've got these 4 members that I'm going to ask to introduce themselves that are coming out. They're going to be working with you on your contract to make sure that we've got the best shot we can at getting a really fair contract. So Lindsay, if you want to go ahead and start out and just say hey and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I used to be a Starbucks barista at Ralph's. I worked at 648 for about a year, and then I transferred over to 133 in Studio City. I'm super excited to get to know everyone and to work with you, and I'll see you all soon.
Thanks, Lindsay. We've got Rafael Baena.
Hi, my name is Rafael Baena, and I work for Vons for 22 years in Santa Clarita, and I'm happy to join this team to help out your guys' success as CVS, because then the next campaign will come along so we could be more successful, all of us together and united. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Rafael. And then we've got Mike Bott.
Hi, I'm Mike Bott. I work for Bond normally. I got 31 years in the union, and now I'm helping the UFCW fight CVS.
Awesome. And then we don't have him here today, but you will see him in the stores. We also have DeAndre Williams, who's helping out as one of the Spurs. And just like you heard it from them, they're out right now from the grocery stores helping and sharpening their organizing skills on this drug contract. And then next time around, it'll probably be one of you guys or a group of you guys helping out on the food contract when we have to kick their butt. So that's our team for now. And you'll see us in the stores making sure that we add some extra strength to this contract fight.
Awesome. Okay, so now it is time finally for member questions and participation. So if folks have a question, you can raise your hand. I know Nand Lal Motwani has been waiting a very long time, not very patiently, but has been waiting a while to make his comment. Nand Lal, would you like to say something?
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you now. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm the Nanlal Matwani. I'm the employee of Rite as a pharmacist. I have too many gripes on the last contract that they finalized, and they didn't do a good job. This time I want to make sure that whatever they did last time, so is not providing minimum hours to the pharmacist who has earned and also spent so much money in the college study, were not allowed to work more than 12 or less than that hours. And that was the union told us, okay, you don't have any guarantee. And now that doesn't make any sense, because if you give guarantee to other employees, minimum wage should be, or minimum hours should be 24 hours for any part-time people. Secondly, the health insurance was okay with my point of view, but at this time, when Rite throw in that health insurance problem with the contract, then we should disregard that and don't compromise on that. The last contract we had that, okay, raise was supposed to be in June, it became to September, and our board member and our negotiation committee caved into it. So we lost 3 months of the raise, and then next time, okay, whatever the contract comes out, we have to have raise as of the expiration of the contract this year. Secondly, I told you about, but still there are some other issue involved, because they are pushing us too much. In the question of pushing us too much, that means they are scheduling COVID vaccination every 3 minutes, from starting with the 7 o'clock till 7:45. You have each and every person is scheduled every 3 minutes. Now I don't know how they expect us to follow that direction, besides doing our job as a pharmacist. Giving shot is not a big deal, but then you have to do your job as a pharmacist, which is counseling, filling the prescription, or other things. We have to do it. So that's not addressed at this time.
Okay.
So those are the things that I have a gripe over it. But last time when the contract was signed, I don't know who decided to sign that contract, leaving pharmacists aside, indicating, okay, they don't need the hours.
Okay,
So they can survive by themselves. And
Okay.
that's also the main thing.
Okay, so there are a lot of stuff in there, and it's great, and I appreciate all of your comments and all that stuff. Those are all things that we've been fighting for pharmacists for a long time. I would like to say that everything we've been saying on this call about member participation is the most important thing. And so I will say the way that it works is there is a bargaining committee, and we come back with a contract, or with a proposal actually, that the members vote on. So a contract never gets accepted unless a majority of the members vote to accept it. And I do agree, pharmacists need a 24-hour guarantee, at least a 24-hour guarantee, part-time pharmacists. A lot of the other things, the overwork of the pharmacists that we've been seeing since the COVID vaccine, I agree with you 100%, everything that you're saying. But what it takes to get those things is member participation. And for many years, it's been very, very difficult to get pharmacists to participate in contract campaign. Often we have calls. I'm very glad that you're on this call, but it's been difficult. So I'm super excited that you are motivated to get a better contract this time. And hopefully you can be on the bargaining committee and make sure that all the things that you've raised today are in the final contract that we bring back for ratification. So thanks for your enthusiasm about getting a better contract. Next is,
hey Kathy, I'm sorry. Yeah. I forgot to emphasize something real quick. So CVS team, you guys will be starting your petitions tomorrow, okay? Rite, don't worry, you guys are up next, okay? So it'll be in the not too distant future. So I just want to make sure we emphasize that point. And someone also brought up another point about a link for the petition. We're gonna hold on that just for a little bit, team, because we really want everybody here to have these conversations with their coworkers, okay? And just kind of really get them educated and fired up, right, of kind of what's going on. So we're going to hold on that. It's really easy to send out a link and people sign up, right? But we want you guys to be having conversations with your fellow coworkers to really get their buy-in, answer questions, things like that. And it could be happening on your breaks, might be happening on your lunches, off the clock, whatever it is, right? But, we need to get those conversations going. That's why we're going to hold on that, okay? Thank you.
I just want to say before I call on Sophia, Amy Scott, who's another member of the CVS bargaining committee, asked a great question about whether we can get the folks from the non-union CVS stores to sign on the petition. I mean, if we know of members in non-union CVS stores that are interested in becoming part of the union, I would love to get them to sign up, but maybe not on this petition. I think there may be another avenue. So if you know of non-union CVS folks that are interested, it would be great if we could get them, and maybe we have them sign on another similar petition or something, but we do want to get their names, because in order for them to be able to negotiate their benefits in the way that all you folks on this call get to negotiate your benefits and wages, they first have to organize a union like you guys have done. So they don't have the right yet to negotiate for their benefits, but certainly maybe we could put something else out there for them. And I think that was a great point that you made, Amy. Okay, Sophia.
Kathy,
yes.
Can I just add one thing? Look, anybody on this call, you guys are essential workers. You have more leverage now for these contracts than we've ever had. And especially the pharmacists that just called. They are working you to the bone. They are working you to death. But guess what? They need you desperately through these times with the vaccines. You have the leverage, but we have to stand together in unity. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult. Thanks, Kathy.
Sure. Okay. I do want to get to Sophia. She's been waiting very patiently. Sophia, you're on mute, but if you unmute yourself, you can go ahead and ask your question or make your comment or share whatever it is you want.
Yeah, hi. I guess this is about the CVS contract coming up, just to advocate for Rite because, going off behalf of what the other gentleman, the pharmacist, was saying, me as a technician, we've been also working our butts off, doing a lot of the COVID vaccines. And, we work and we don't get any benefit out of it. They reprimand us for working extra hours, but yet they want to put a lot of extra stuff on us to do. They give us continuous new things. We want to increase in our wages. We have So I don't know if if that's going to help us for our next contract, or how we can go about doing that for our next contract, and like helping us with our insurance and everybody, because the minimum wage has increased this past year, and we haven't increased in our wages, and they did not give us our increase in our wages, and took them like till September for us to get them, and then they took away our hero pay, and we only got it for like 2 months, but yet we were pushing and pushing and working with COVID, and we also did not get the required plastic covers or hand sanitizer or masks. We had to like store use them and take them from the store because we were not supplied all those items. So that's just my comment.
Okay, so okay, just one thing I do want to say, this call is for both CVS and Rite Aid. CVS, we talked a little bit more about CVS stuff only because their contract expires before the Rite Aid contract, so they're a little further along in the process. And also Rite Aid's been dragging their feet a little bit, even just to give us dates to sit down. Both of these companies are really, really difficult. I mean, we got dates from CVS and we've been meeting with them for weeks, but we've got nothing. Rite Aid, we can't even get dates to sit down with them and meet. And so they're both difficult companies, but we're right now trying to figure out how, to create a campaign to pressure these companies to the table and give us, give you, the workers, the contract that you deserve after a year of working, more than a year of working during a pandemic, where these companies raked in billions, literally billions of dollars, with millions going to the CEO in pay, millions. This guy makes $36 million, and they want to cut your pay.
I don't know.
Do you think that the CEO went into the stores and got exposed to COVID? No. So why did he get $36 million? I mean, you guys are the ones that are laying it out on the line, serving the customers, bringing in the money, and he gets $36 million, and you guys get what?
We don't even get an increase in our wages or a full hero pay. We got our hero pay taken away, and we had so many sick employees that we had to transfer everybody, like share store workers, because I was pregnant and I had to work by myself for 2 weeks because both of my co-workers got COVID. And that's not fair.
And did the company care? I mean, for all the company cared, the workers could have, and some did, died during the pandemic, coming to work, serving the customers. Did the companies care? I don't think so. I mean, the guy only cares about his $36 million and his big house and who knows what. So anyway, so I appreciate what you brought up, Sophia. Just all the more reason why workers need to unite and work together to create a campaign that's going to pressure these companies to give you what you deserve. So we got a couple more people. The next person is Zulma Figueroa. Zulma, your comment, yeah, there you go.
Hi, no, I just wanted to comment that, this is crunch.
Oh, wait, you went back on mute, Zulma.
Unmute. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so I just wanted to make just to maybe fire people up. I want people to remember that this company, yes, has made millions of dollars, CVS, Rite Aid, anyone that was still open on the backs of us. They don't want to pay us as it is. Remember that the $5 hero pay is not from the company or the union. That's actually based on the city that you live in. So people need to start getting more political, more involved. Also, just the fact that all these, I see signs at Wendy's and for Bank of America, they're all raising their wages up. So that means these companies have the money. They just don't want to trickle it down to us. So just be aware that that's more of a reason to push this year, because again, we're usually treated as, oh, well, we're just in retail, but this year we were suddenly essential, but they didn't give us any more pay. They don't respect us anymore. And again, remember, those $5 are not coming from the company. They are being forced to give it to us. So that means they still have it. They have the money and the resources. I just want everyone to get pumped up about that and remember, this is our livelihood. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't think I can move on to any other place. So this is our job. You know, this is our life. And some people are part-timers. I have a really hard time getting some of my coworkers to care. But like people who have been with the company for a while, or like I've worked both for Rite Aid and CVS. This is the time to like really, really just say, no, we are essential. No, treat us as such. We need the respect instead of we're being yelled at. I had a pharmacist attacked 2 weeks ago here in my pharmacy. The next week I read a module about workplace violence if someone were to get attacked. Oh, and somewhere in there I read that the company is supposed to address it, let us know, hey, these are the steps that we're taking. And then when I read closer on it, it says up to the company's discretion. So that means they're not going to do anything about it.
They never have our back.
Correct. But it's up to us to have our own back. And the thing is that, like you guys have mentioned already, people don't want to get in trouble. People don't want to. I have plenty of coworkers that won't take their breaks because they don't want to. Oh, it's okay. Yada, yada. Like, no, sorry. Did I go out again? There we go. So anyways, I just really want everybody to get fired up this year because more than ever, after so many losses, I was lucky enough to not lose anybody or lose work, but I've seen it all around me, including my patients who I have never in my life seen so many people die. And I feel bad. These are my regular customers. I live here more than I live at home. Anyways, that's all I really wanted to say is get pumped up, get ready for this because it's going to be a fight and it's a fight well worth it.
Yep. Next is Joyce Roberson.
Sorry. Yeah, so I just wanted to say, yeah, we're all experiencing how the company is treating us and overworking a lot of the techs, a lot of pharmacists, a lot of the front end. But it's like, that is why, and I know we said it before, but it's just like, you have to reach your coworkers. I mean, that bottom line, because I know a lot of people that, complain at my store aren't on this call, and some of them, because they're working, some of them are not working. But it's like every time they come to me with a gripe, and I said, and I'll tell them straight out, you guys got to get more involved, so, it's just lip service. We gotta move, you know what I'm saying? And it just irritates me when people come to me and don't want to do anything, but they just want to gripe. So if we don't reach our members, we don't reach our coworkers, nothing's going to happen. Period. So that's all I want to say. It's like, yeah, everybody needs to get under everybody's skin and get them to move because we have an advantage this past year. Totally. You know what I mean? And we need to use that. That's it.
Absolutely. And I think people need to, and so the folks who are on this call, we got now 133 people that are on right now. Some are staff, CVS and Rite Aid members on this call, and 100 people have a lot of power to talk to a lot of people. I mean, if the 100 people talk to 5 people, that's 500. If each talk to 10 people, that's, what is that? 1,000 people, right? So you got to get that point across that's been said by so many people on this call. If you do nothing, you get nothing, right? So if folks aren't willing to do anything, they're going to stay in the situation that they're currently in. If you want change, you got to stand up and do something. The first thing right now is the petition. That's the CVS petition, but there will be one in Rite Aid as well. So that is the thing right now. I do want to say something because somebody, I think it was Zulma, mentioned about hazard pay, it not being from the company and not being from the union, being from cities and counties and other municipalities that passed it. That is the case, but I do want to say that in the cities where it got passed because members stood up. I don't know how many folks were on the membership call last night. We had an all-member call last night. And a lot of folks, most of the people on that call were complaining, why don't I have hazard pay? Why don't I, people from Santa Clarita didn't get it and from some other areas who didn't get it. And the reason some people got hazard pay and some people didn't is that exactly, is some folks stood up, and in other areas where we don't have the support of the politicians and, you know, members could not, you know, move the political apparatus there, no hazard pay happened. So the one example, which I said last night, and I'm just going to say again, is the city of Burbank, where we don't have a great relationship. They have not historically had a good relationship with labor and working folks. But I think over 200 of our members, well, they asked their rep, why don't we have hero pay? And she said, well, you know, it's up to each city. And if you want to get organized, they handed out cards, and like over 200 of our members signed cards and sent it to the city council. They showed up to the council meeting, they spoke. I think it was on Zoom, but we had, you know, I don't know, hundreds, I don't remember the number, but a whole lot of members showed up. They called the council people, they talked to them, they put together a campaign, they worked at it, they stood together, and Burbank, which we never expected to pass hazard pay, passed it. And it was the power of the people. And so that's the same kind of power we got to bring to these negotiations with these companies to get, you know, the part-time guarantee for the pharmacists, to increase the part-time hours and guarantees for the part-time folks at CVS and Rite Aid, so they're not forced to get second jobs and then, you know, have to figure out how do they fill out this availability form when they're forced to get another job just to make ends meet. So there's all kinds of stuff that has to get done here. As you guys have all mentioned, all the, you know, harassment that you've gone through in the past year. This is the time for them to pay what you deserve, treat you with the respect that you need. And, you know, it's up to the 130 people who are on this call to take this message out to your coworkers. So it is 7:30. I don't see anybody else with a hand up. So I think that we'll wrap it right here. But it's up to you guys. It really is up to you guys to get this done, to get this message out, to talk to your coworkers, get those petitions signed, get the addresses updated, and to make this campaign work.